Hello, today we're going to create a made-to-measure wedge with a curved angle, so it would fit into cots that have a rounded shape, an oval shaped head, or a side sleeper cot, for example, that bolts onto the side of the parent's bed and it has a oval shaped mattress. So the first thing we need to do is to create a template from the mattress that you already have. So to do that we just need to have a piece of card or a piece of paper or just something that allows you to make a template. So here I have an offcut of card, and for the purposes of this demonstration I'm just using a 28cm Moses mattress, but it will allow me to demonstrate how to get your curve. You very simply draw around the mattress to create your template. Move the mattress away and we have a copy of the curve. So the next thing to do is to cut out this shape. So there we have now the curved shape that we want to create on our piece of foam. Next thing we need to do is to place it onto the piece of foam. If you are cutting a wedge which is completely oval and you need to make a cut all the way around, then you can simply set your template this side, reference it, reference the shape, and then flip it over and again make the same cut the other side, and that should provide you with a nice oval shape. If you are creating a wedge which is designed with one side only, then you only need to use one template. If you are cutting a foam wedge to fit a side sleeper that bolts onto the side of a parent's cot, just make sure that you cut the corresponding side of the wedge to match the mattress side. Now we're going to transfer the shape onto the wedge. So making sure that we are as close to the edge as possible and that the template that you've created is straight. Now we simply draw a guideline onto the wedge. Now you can see we have a nice template shape to follow with the knife. So the next thing to do now is to select the knife that you want to make your cut with. So for the purposes of this shape I'm going to use a utility knife which is nice and sharp. So start off on the angle. There's no sense in cutting the straight part, but just follow it through so that when you cut into the foam you actually get a substantial piece of foam to cut away rather than the tiniest slither. And just make a slight reference with that knife, cutting through the foam, moving it round as you go. So we've made our first establishing cut here, which has gone down quite deep, but enough to give us a guide as we work through the foam. The important thing to remember is that as you're moving down, you need to make sure that we keep this as uniform as possible so that you get a smooth finish around the oval shape. It will be tricky, but my best advice is to go nice and slow and cut with an even pressure. So now we've reached the edge, so just one final slice and we've taken away an oval piece. A little bit rough and ready. You can trim away the extra bits that are sitting up with the scissors and also just slightly sculpt it so that it is nicely rounded and no additional pieces will flake off. So there you have a tidy edge, no pieces left. On the top where we had the template you can see the line is relatively smooth, and as you flip it over again you can see the shape has pretty much followed the contour of our template. It's important to try and keep it as uniform as possible because the base will need to conform to the shape of the mattress as well. If you have a mattress that continues the shape around, simply repeat the process until you're happy that the shape of the wedge corresponds to the shape of your mattress. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions about creating your own wedge, please don't hesitate to contact us at help@babyreflux.co.uk.